Welcome back. We've almost finished with the round, so let's get on with it, I suppose. Wait, come back. Wait. I heard that some enthusiasts in the Empire collect railway models. Oh, the envy. If only I were born a noble. Since the models are handmade by artisans, they tend to get unbelievably expensive. If I become rich, I would retire early and gaze at railway models for the rest of my life. Dear, why did we come at the only time there are no tourists wandering about? Roaming among the bustle of the city is the best part. I originally planned to visit next month during the anniversary festival. Can't handle crowds though, so came to relax before it gets packed. The missus and I are going to visit Liberl. Times department store's pretty crazy, but I heard the Bose Market is just as crazy. Never heard of it. I think my husband fell in love with Liberl when he went to watch the martial arts competition 2 years ago. I think he's been a bad influence on me, because can't help but constantly wonder about what kind of place Liberl is. Whatever, I'm going to enjoy this trip to the best of my ability. So I assume we spoke to him then. In the sky, we just didn't make the connection because he's just called tourist, so. Welcome to St. Ursula, everyone. Lately, all I've been hearing about is that Arkansas troop. Sort of want to see them, to be honest. The anniversary festival is only a month away. Philia invited me to come along, but I don't know if I can take some time off yet. Hope you can, I'm pumped for it. I'll try, okay? Sounds like Randy invited her and her friends to the festival. Sure hope I can take some time off for the festival. And if I keep working hard, I'm sure I'll be able to negotiate for a little break. The medical college interns are unbelievably passionate. They even study while eating, if you can believe it. Studying while you're young and you'll live a long, happy life. That's what I say. Maybe I should create a menu full of food known to stimulate the brain. Probably how the medical intern studies. How about fish eyes? Ooh. I've still got some time before our surgery lecture. I think I'll grab a bite to eat while brushing up on the chapter. I've often told that doing so is bad manners, but kind of would feel that not multitasking is a waste of time. Honestly, it's hard to figure out what Professor Gunther is thinking most of the time. At first I thought he was handing off some of his work to me to help him with my studies. I'm starting to think he just didn't want to do it. I saw Lighting come back to his room a little while ago. He must be taking a break. After last month's attack, he took some time to recover, but Professor Gunther put him right back to work once he did. And I guess there's no harm in resting when you can. I should probably go grab a bite to eat. All this cleaning really gets a girl hungry. I'm taking the day off, but I can't neglect my studies. Guess I'll keep studying until it's time to get lunch with my roommate, Flora. Practical training is coming up next month, and I want to impress all the professors. I'll have to start preparing now. If there's any chance of getting a good evaluation on my next practical training, I have to start studying hard right now. Studies say that the color green is quite soothing to people. So in order to bring a little peace of mind to our patients, we had a lot of flowers and greenery planted in and around St. Ursula. How are the trees up here rooted is my question. Because the roots can't spread out that far because you can see there's windows below, so it's just like, huh. Oh, is that you, Special Support Section? Huh? We didn't even open our mouths yet. I thought I recognized the sound of those footsteps. I can remember the footsteps of impressionable people, like you and Cecile, quite well. You can tell from just footsteps? That's really impressive. But to tell you the truth, every individual has their own way of walking. For example, braces who come to visit me often, like my father, look as if they are always on guard. Guess we sound pretty vulnerable then. How demoralizing. Chin up, you two. Anyone is going to look outclassed when compared to someone like Arios. Did I say something rude? No, that's not it. It just reminds us that we still have a lot of room for improvement. That's all. Alright, then. Linen room. Employees only. You know, next month's anniversary festival is fast approaching us. With it comes that event. I can hardly wait. Last year I was only able to take part in it thanks to my ties with Speaker Hartman. Can hardly wait. Having light coughing fits, are we? Make sure to take your medicine later, no excuses. Okay. Hey, Professor, what are you going to do during the festival? Quite the question, that. Suppose I could always pack up my tackle box, sit down somewhere, cast my line, and wait for the fish to bite. Huh. You aren't going to go to the actual festival? Nope, I don't care too much for the hustle and bustle of the festival. After all, crowds drive the fish away. Is that all you think about? Now, I know the anniversary festival will bring heaps of work along with it, but I sure would love if a chance to slack off presented itself. Boy, oh boy. Being an associate professor isn't everything it's cracked up to be. And cough, cough. Doesn't look like I'm going to be able to go to the anniversary festival. Cough. Sometimes you almost don't want to leave this place. It's just too comfy. On top of that, the doctors and nurses are so nice to everyone. What should I do if I want to stay? Okie dokie. Time to take your temperature, raise that arm real high, and then lower it once I put in the thermometer. Excuse me, miss, I'm perfectly okay with you taking my temperature, but why do you have 10 thermometers? Well, if I accidentally break one while taking your temperature, I'll have plenty of backups. It's a foolproof plan. I have a bad feeling about this. This many thermometers. Doesn't matter if I make a mistake or two. I feel it's going to be A-okay. How in the world does she manage to break thermometers every single time? I still can't wrap my head around the fact that one of my co-workers is practically best friends with Elie McDowell. Do you think it'd be weird to ask Cecile if she could get Elie to sign something of mine? Seems like you can't swing a stick in Crossbell without hitting an Elie fan. If I can find the right time, maybe I'll try asking her. Ah, my head. It's like I can sense when Chiron is out there doing something utterly moronic. Oh, goodness. I formed a sixth sense revolving around Chiron because I'm around her so much? Probably. Surely Chiron can at least take someone's temperature. Right? Second thought, I'll check on her later. After finding out that Cecile is friends with Elie McDowell, the rest of the nurses have gotten their panties in a bunch. Honestly, can't they worry less about that and focus more on being as diligent as her instead? Clearly not. Oh, Lloyd! Spectacular timing. I just managed to obtain 2 tickets for Arkansas's public show next month. You're free? Would you go with me? Really? Thanks, Cecile. I'd love to. Can't say exactly when I'll be free due to work and all that, but I'd definitely want to go if I'm able to. Music to my ears. If that's the case, I'll hang on to them. Judging by how impressive that practice looked, the real deal must be out of this world. Stare. Planning dates while on the job, are we? Congratulations, Lloyd. Lloyd, you lucky son of a bitch. I almost wish they'd chew me out instead of shooting these glares at me. Really hope we're able to see Arkansas's new show together, Lloyd. You had better find some time, okay? Sure, I'll try my best. Stare. My next operation is a relatively minor one, but I absolutely will not take any shortcuts. Surgeons hold an obligation to the patient and themselves to follow that credo. It's the bare minimum we can do. I'm finally having my surgery later. They told me my surgeon's going to be Dr. Belline, so that's reassuring, but the butterflies won't go away. They haunt me in my dreams as this blue one. I keep hearing the word persona. It's very weird. I think I might have caught a cold after sleeping without a blanket on. Leaving the window open at night might not have been the best idea. It depends on the temperatures outside. As I sleep, this waiting caused me to doze off. I recently confronted Cecile and asked her if she really is friends with Arkansas's Elie McDowell, and she said she was, just like that. Huh. Guess it wasn't a secret after all. I have some meetings to get back to, so it'd be nice if they let me go early. This wait is taking forever. Why is it not my turn yet? After finding out that my doctor is actually a professor, I couldn't help but get a little nervous. He ended up being a really nice guy. It's hard to explain, but his way of speaking was reassuring. Comforting, even. I went to have lunch at the cafeteria. Kirsch kicked me out and told me not to come while the staff is eating. Oh dear, I really can't say no to her, can I? She certainly is an intimidating woman. Resident Advisor Kirsch and Marone technically work under Clark, but between you and me, everyone tells me that Clark is no match for the RA. He must be a real pushover when it comes to her. I really trust them to come all this way for a request like that. Perhaps I should have asked that Racer Guild after all. Although I don't particularly want to empty my wallet for this. Do you remember when those delinquents were brought to the medical college a couple of months ago? I'm ashamed to admit it, but a chill ran down my spine when I thought Kints? Someone let me know. Might have been one of them. Despite something that traumatic happening, he still associates himself with that group. I just don't get it. I'd love it if Kints stop constantly giving me things to worry about. There's one particular engineer who I respect above all of us. She's Erica Russell, daughter of the famous Professor A. Russell, and she currently works at Liberl ZCF. Despite being a woman in her field of choice, she's a leading authority of orbital technology in Liberl. I may be a doctor, but as a fellow woman, I strive to achieve the same greatness in the medical field. Professor Erica Russell's intelligence and prowess when it comes to orbital technology are even on par with her father's. I may be a doctor, but as a fellow woman, I strive to achieve the same greatness in the medical field. Chief Ursuline may be chief of medical college, but she's also an associate professor. Still, she usually prefers to hold herself up in her lab researching rather than giving lectures. In that sense, she's in a pretty unique position here at St. Ursula. Right, so, onto the support requests then. So, fishing for ingredients. Long Now Tavern and Inn, Shan. We're looking for ingredients for a new fish dish. Hurry over and talk to me at Long Now. I'm counting on you. Hi, welcome. Shan, I presume? We're here to discuss your support request. Wow, you're here already? Wow, what a relief. Ain't she a cutie? I think fishing for ingredients was the name of your request. You know, I feel like most of our requests are of a similar nature. Given that the Bracer Guild handles most of the problems, I'm not too surprised. I don't know what you guys are talking about, but I need this done as soon as possible. I had a customer suddenly come in this morning and make a reservation bigger than our stock. We tried to buy some fish from the marketplace, but even they were running low on the good stuff. We're going to need odd jobbers to tackle this one for us. Sorry, what was that now? Odd jobbers is an inadequate description of our work. All I know is I spoke with the Bracer Guild receptionist, and he told me he'd set something up for me. There weren't any braces available, but he mentioned a group of odd jobbers that would be willing to help? Aren't you the odd jobbers he was talking about? So it's that damn receptionist's fault, eh? He's not completely mistaken, so I'm having a hard time denying it. Still feels bad to hear it, though. However, Lloyd is a proficient fisherman, so shall we assist her with her request? She appears to be in trouble. Yeah, I think we can help you out. Oh, really? Thank you, Dios. We're looking to use elongated and slender fish for the dish. The reservation is for 5 people, so we need 5 of the same type of fish. We have trouble catching it. And then we could settle for something else. However, it definitely needs to be 5 of the same type of fish. Recap, you want 5 elongated and slender fish. Fail to catch them, then you'll settle for another fish, as long as they're identical. Okay, I think we've got it. We'll fish them up and bring them to you. Great, thank you. I'm counting on you. So it's clearly an eel we want. Oh, these are like elongated and slender fish. These would go great with a rice dish. Wow, you even brought me 5 of them. Is it really okay for me to have these? Give them, of course. Thank you. Now we'll be able to make it through the day. We're able to bring our usual fish, so I'm sure our customers will be delighted. Here, I'd like to give you these as a thank you. Oh, actually, there's a recipe I want to give you. Are you interested? Well, yes. The recipe? Fierce Tiger. Chow Fan. This is the secret recipe to our delicious fried rice. We plan to make this alongside the fish tonight. Hope you guys use it too. Sounds good to me. We'll gladly accept your offer then. Good luck with tonight. We're rooting for you. Yep. Thanks for your help, odd jobbers. You weren't able to clear the misunderstanding by the looks of it. Testament training. From Abbas. I'm requesting the special support section to train us to improve our combat skills. Desired duration 2 to 3 hours. What? If you accept, come to Trinity in the downtown district. Abbas. Finally, you've come. You requested us, didn't you? Sounds like you want us to train the Testaments. That's a bit of a risky request, don't you think? It makes you so sure that we trained a bunch of delinquents anyway. Not only that, but I was expecting to see Wazzy's name on the request. Was this all your idea? I believe you misunderstand the request. Give me a moment. I will explain the details. It's not particularly complicated. I would like to request a lesson in the art of self-defense for our members. What? You want to be taught self-defense? It's the best way of doing that, though. The hell are you planning on using our teachings in your brawls? Like, where? Again, please do not misunderstand the request. Let us suppose that the Mafia assaults us. When you say the Mafia, are you referring to Ravat or Heiwei? Is this all related to the increased tensions between them? We've noticed them getting into more fights lately. I've heard they've engaged in gunfights. Luckily, it doesn't seem to be frequent. Precisely. The downtown district also happens to be in the line of fire at times. There's a warehouse district nearby filled with abandoned buildings and empty plots of land. It's perfect for fighting. Not pleased with the situation we've been placed in, thus fueling your desire to learn self-defense. I do seem to recall one of your members suffering from obnubilation for a week. It all makes sense then. I'm glad you catch on quickly. Wazzy is typically tasked with giving our members lessons in combat, but his fighting style is too unique, requires a flexible body and a strong affinity for it. Hence why we've come to you, Lloyd Bannings. Skills you've displayed boast defense prowess, while being easy to learn. May I humbly request that you once again show our members your skill in a real test of combat. Naturally, I don't expect them to master it in a day. However, having first-hand experience would be good incentive to try picking it up. I'm glad that the request doesn't have any nefarious intentions, as far as you know. Agreed, I take no issue in accepting their request. What are your thoughts, Lloyd? A lesson in self-defense. I wouldn't necessarily call it self-defense. It's a suppression technique taught at the police academy. That being said, is it fine with you? I take no issue with it. It's only for training purposes, so I intend to allow your comrades to aid in you in combat. Got them? Now that we've heard your circumstances, we've no reason to refuse your request. Not only that, but this is a good opportunity for me to brush up my skills. Figures you'd say that. May have some trouble taking them all on at once, Lloyd. I want to get some help from us, pal. Sure, I'll be counting on you guys to back me up. It's been settled then. Everybody, assemble. The Testaments will now engage in a series of practice fights with the SSS. Yeah. Sweet, yeah, randomly. The objective is a 4-on-4 battle. The Testaments will fight the special support section with all of their might. Yeah! Let's see you cops spill the beans on your self-defense techniques. Yeah, and then we're going to go all out and pummel you. If you don't take this seriously, you're going to get beaten to a pulp. Now, prepare yourself. You guys got spunk, that's for sure. We'll put our skills to the test to see how we can control the tide of battle. We'd better not hold back, or it could hardly be called training. Let's give them everything we've got. Right. Roger. Alright then. Let us begin the battle. Should be easy enough. Brave Smash. Go Brave Smash. Lovely job there. Let's go with... I'd like an AoE here, but let's try this. I was actually going to go back and read it before I did it, but right now I don't know how to do it. Lloyd and Elie attack Area L. Attacks with a lightning bullet and a rapid charge. Lovely. Well, that was easy. Phew, I think this is enough. Is everyone okay? You got us good. Damn, you guys are tough as nails. How come we couldn't take you down with a relentless assault like that? It's all thanks to the techniques we learned to suppress a target. Requires extensive training and can even prove effective on small groups. A detective has to not only protect himself, but also those around him. It would go extensive training to stay calm, no matter the level of stress. You'd all do well to train how to protect yourselves. The cops are more than just talk, I guess. Let that be a lesson learned for us. We may have been defeated this time, but I feel like I can take them on next time. All it took was a bit of rough housing to get them to cozy up to us. We could have maybe gone a bit easier on them, though. Oh well, it'll be a good learning experience for them. Don't suspect there will be any problems based on their demeanor. Bullshit. Oh, the Saber Vipers are here. Why did they come here? What are you guys up to? What kind of cops break out into a fight in the middle of the downtown district? These blue bastards look like they got their asses handed to them. What the hell did you say to us? The last people I want to hear that from. You want a piece of us? We'll take you one right here, right now. Chill out, guys. There's something I want to get straight with them first. The hell is the meaning of all this? You called us out here for a fight, didn't you? You wanted to take us on in a 4-on-4 battle without our leaders participating? You've been acting all pretentious and now you're fooling around with the cops. No, I think he's more planning the idea of you get some training as well, and the idea of potentially working together in the future to stand against the mafias. We've arrived at just the right time. Let us begin the duel between the SSS and the Saber Vipers. Huh? Wait, what? What the hell do you mean by that? Use this opportunity to learn some much-needed self-defense techniques. You'll need the training to protect yourselves against the mafia. What better way to learn is there than to fight? So what you're telling us is the cops are out here training us? Looking a load of this guy sounds insane. Why are they gonna train us? Stop freaking out. There's nothing a bunch of useless cops can teach us. You gotta train us? Nice joke. We'll show you that the Vipers can wipe the floor with some no-good cops. Let's kick their asses. I'm getting excited. I'm gonna beat them to a pulp. Good luck, mate. Hold on, this isn't what we had planned. Actually, forget it. They're not going to listen to us. I'm sure fighting them back to back is a good idea. You got a plan? Not much we can do other than fight. Elie, Tio, you gonna be fine? Yes, I'll manage. I have no choice other than to try my hardest. Let's give them everything we've got. Can't lose here. Our reputation is at stake. Take your places, Special Support Section and the Saber Vipers. Let the battle commence. Should be easy enough. It's one of the things where it's like, just go straight out of it. Right, there we go. Now I imagine there's going to be another fight, which is all of them. But I do have a plan for that as well. Phew, made it by the skin of our teeth. What? Hey, what? God damn it. You bastards. You're kidding me? How did we lose to them? We're no better than those blue bastards. I don't believe this. Doesn't that mean we're just as weak as those hooded freaks? I'm really concerned about that. Guessing they're sworn rivals. Let me state one thing. The Testaments will never falter to the likes of those Saber Viper scum. The imbeciles lack the mental capacity to outwit us. You said it. They can't hope to compete with us. The hell did you say? You asking for an ass kicking. Everyone calm down. You are all far too quick to anger. But it still appears to be full of energy. Let's engage in combat one final time. What if Abbas will join? Huh? You're itching to fight again. The rules are simple. Whoever is able to bring the police officers to their knees first will be deemed victorious. Are these terms agreeable for everyone? This is ridiculous. Why do you keep dragging us further into this? Do you think it to be that simple? You'll take it more seriously if it feels like your life is on the line, correct? Let's get him. Better not hold us back. Hell yeah. I will take them down. This isn't looking good. We're all caught up in a frenzy. I don't think we could stop them. Guess there ain't nothing to do but fight. Alright, let the battle commence. Well, it's obvious what I'm going to be doing here. Let's go with a brave smash. And let's go with combo. Last dude's like, what? Indeed. What? Made it out alive, eh? We are victorious. However, that was intense. I can't believe they took us all at the same time. Damn it. How'd they beat us? Do you understand yet? Relying on brute force alone isn't enough to carry you through a fight. You possess a strong offense, but your defense is far too lacking. Put it in simpler terms, you're all inexperienced. What? Why is this dude lecturing us all of a sudden? I don't get it. You guys are plenty strong. I don't mind teaching you at a basic level. Or would you like to learn some of our defense tactics? Hell no, I ain't getting taught by no stinking pigs. We're leaving, boys. Yeah. Are we sure? I mean, I want to be taught. The big dude always sounds like he's full of it. I don't get him. Huh, like I'd ever listen to him. Like, dude, seriously, could we not? You guys are as dim-witted as ever. I don't think I'd ever be able to pull off those techniques at the level they did if I spent my entire life training for it. Yeah, I hear you. Well, it was a good learning experience. I'm glad that you all looked like you managed to enjoy yourselves. It wasn't a waste of time. Agreed, that was exhausting. Be taking our leave, if you'll excuse us then. If you'd like to take a rest, then why not come to the bar later? I hope the exercise served as adequate training for you, too. Huh? The battle is over. Let us withdraw. Yeah! So it's training us as well. It's devious. Abbas planned this all from the start, didn't he? He even managed to get the Saber Vipers to play along. Certainly seems like he orchestrated it from the very beginning. Managed to play us like a fiddle, eh? Screw that guy. Indeed, I am utterly exhausted. However, the delinquents may straighten their attitude as a result of his speech. You're right. Managed to accomplish our goal, too. I think it's safe to say we've wrapped up everything we need to. Let's head out. Yes, let's. Rare herb retrieval. Professor Rego, I would like to acquire a certain herb used in internal medicine research. I will share more details in person, so please head on over to St. Ursula Hospital's first floor internal medicine office. Can I really trust them to come all this way for a request like that? Perhaps I should have asked the Bracer Guild after all. By the way, I don't particularly want to empty my wallet for this. Hard to get a word in edgeways. Excuse me, sir. We're from the Crossbell Police Department, Special Support Section, and... Oh, you came. I've been waiting for you. Come now, take a seat. Thanks, but we're okay. Standing's fine. Professor, would you mind explaining the details of your support request? Yes, of course. My request is simple, really. I need you to retrieve a certain herb that we use in our internal medicine lab. It's called lupinous grass. Hey, sadly, it's become something of a rarity these days. Lupinous, as in the Lupinous River, which flows through Crossbell City's harbour. Could be. So you want us to find the grass ourselves and bring it back here? No, not exactly. In actuality, I need you to obtain some from the Crossbell Cathedral. They should have a small reserve supply of the herb. Archbishop Aralda has already agreed to my request, so I'd like for you to go there as my representative and pick it up. I'll go myself normally, but afraid I'm preoccupied at the moment. Think we can oblige, Professor Rego. The Archbishop Aralda of the Crossbell Cathedral. That's him. Thanks, everyone. Once you get the lupinous grass, please bring it back here right away. How are you busy? Thank you for coming to the Crossbell Cathedral. What nature of business do you have with me today? Prayer, worship, guidance? Archbishop Aralda, correct? We're the Special Support Section here about one of our support requests. On duty, are we? Yes, sir. The request is from the Professor of Internal Medicine at St. Ursula Medical College, Professor Rego. He contacted you about getting a sample of lupinous grass, did he? Considering how busy he is at St. Ursula, he asked us to retrieve the herbs in his stead, Archbishop. Wait a moment. Professor Rego, you said? And you've received a letter from him just the other day, but this isn't the first I've heard of such a request. Huh? How does that make sense? Oh, the explanation is quite simple. I made it my prerogative to ignore every letter sent by this professor of yours. What? Could he have possibly done to deserve that? That's no business of yours. Besides, I've already swore upon the goddess to uphold this solemn vow. How's this guy's deal? These two have a troublesome relationship. Maybe, but that puts us in a tight spot, doesn't it? Still, accept the professor's request. It's our duty to follow through, no matter how difficult the Archbishop may be. Excuse me, sir. What is it? Go on, spit it out. We were informed by Professor Rego that he intends to use all of the herbs for internal medicine research. Considering how renowned St. Ursula is as a medical institution, I'm sure those herbs will go a long way in helping future patients. I don't intend to ask any personal questions about you and the professor's relationship. However, despite your differences, it is not at all possible for you to let us have some of the lupinous grass. Seems as though you four have misunderstood me. Or did I say that I wouldn't hand over the herbs? Come again? You'll find my office on the left-hand side of the sanctuary. If you tell Father Renton that you have my permission, he should supply you with a sufficient quantity of the grass. Now I'd say this conversation is well over. Go on, get going. Thank you, sir. So, that happened. Guess we were able to persuade the old fart after all. Did we ever persuade him in the first place? Played it off as if he was going to give it to us anyway. I'm still confused about the whole ordeal, but don't you think it would be wise to pick up the lupinous grass before he changes his mind? Definitely. Said it was in the office on the left, right? Let's hurry over there. Yeah, again, it's just odd. Odd. That's the best way of describing it. Excuse me, do you have some business here? This is the Archbishop's office. You can't simply barge in unannounced. I do all the time. Oh, sorry about that. We're the Special Support Section of the CPD, you see. Lloyd carefully explained that the SSS had Archbishop Arelda's permission to pick up some lupinous grass. Why didn't you say so? I just did. You said you already got the Archbishop's approval. Wait just a minute then. I'll take your word for it. Here, one sample of lupinous grass. That's why it's called lupinous. It's actually from an old word meaning wolf. And this particular herb has a fascinating history. It said that it was gifted to mankind by the divine wolves a long, long time ago. It flourished in one area near Crossbell city, but the density has thinned out due to the city's expansion and development. My grandfather told me a similar story when I was younger. It's sad in a way. Really, I never knew about them. That just raises another question. They're so valuable, why would Archbishop Orelda just hand it over like this? Can't say I understand either. Got the vibe that he was out to get poor Professor Rago. The conversation certainly piqued my interest in the drama between them. I'm more interested in this lupinous stuff now. Oh, you're talking about Rago? That's old news, so I might as well tell you. Professor Rago originally studied to be a priest at this very cathedral. Professor Rago wanted to work in the church? There's nothing strange about the notion, actually. Internal medicine and its relevant subjects are surprisingly similar to subjects studied by the Septian Church. It's true, the church is known for its research into medicinal treatments and the like. But why exactly did Professor Rago leave to join the medical college? Supposedly he was scouted out by the hospital's director, despite learning everything he knew about general medicine from Archbishop Orelda. His desire to challenge the field of modern medicine trumped all else, so he ended up leaving the path of priesthood. The Archbishop can be a stubborn man. Forgiveness doesn't come easily to him. I get that. Rago's move probably felt like a stab in the back. Not stubborn as he may be, he's still able to tell right from wrong. I've no doubt that's why he allowed you to take those herbs. As much as it may frustrate him, it doesn't deny Professor Rago's skill in medicine. So from what I am hearing, those two don't have a bad relationship. They have a terrible relationship. Isn't that a bit too blunt to you? In the end, we got what we came here for. Let's go on and deliver these to the professor before doing anything else. Oh, back already? Did you get the lupinous grass that I asked? Yes, sir. Mind checking if it's the right thing? Yes, this looks authentic. Now, I'm sure the Archbishop told you some stories about me, didn't he? No, nothing in particular. Apparently he didn't even open the letter you sent, Professor. Big surprise there. Considering how long it took him to respond, I thought that might have been the case. So that whole thing about him agreeing to the deal was a big fat lie. It wasn't easy getting the stuff, since we came with no appointment. I truly am sorry about that. It's hard to talk about these sorts of things. Due to our strange relationship, I turned to the special support section to go in my stead. That's the truth. One of the priests there filled us in. Despite his stubbornness, I'm most positive that Archbishop Orelda approves of the path you chose, Professor Rago. Is that so? No, I've always respected him. That much has never changed. Someday, when medical care has progressed and become more accessible, I'll meet with him to apologize and thank him for all he's done. I think he would appreciate that, sir. I think he would appreciate that quite a lot. Anyway, you've been a great help to St. Ursula. If I need another courier or something in the future, I'll be counting on you. Anytime, Professor. East Crossbell Highway Monster Extermination. State Government. A dangerous monster, Savage Horn, has been sighted on East Crossbell Highway. We ask that the Special Support Section deal with this threat swiftly. Items to note: be aware of its charge attack and snort attack that can inflict burns. A large monster is prowling around. Should be easy enough. Clearly be easy enough. Oh, we got a Savage Horn. Savage water buffalo monster. Once it begins its charge, it's nearly unstoppable. Yeah, we'll see about that. We've got a Sepith coming up there. So it's like, let's go with buffing. We'll try for that. So obviously at that point, just want the Sepith. Not a bad hit, not a bad hit. The crash bomb, just make sure we get these blinds out if we can. There we go. that was a backup in case tears would break, essentially. Nice. We don't do that. Let's just go normal attacks, I feel. There you go. Use that crit wisely. Let's go further now. Oh, I can't see it here, can I? Chaos Brand. Normal attack. You're pretty much dead anyway. Ooh. Strike. I like that I'm getting these payments. It's like that's nothing. Wow, 2000. Ooh. Justice Coin Accessory. Well, I won't be needing that because I've got some quite good accessories because I had a lot of money. Thank you very much for that. Indeed. Right, so that's obviously where we're going to be ending this part because we're done with everything. And the next part we'll be heading off to the IBC. So we'll see you then. Ta-ta for now. 129 edit points across the previous two parts. Crazy.